Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have Tulsa Tough recap. This is the Friday, I would say night, but it's more like afternoon. Friday afternoon men's Cat 3 race. This is the Blue Dome course. The course that is notorious for crashing. So here we are getting started. I didn't start my Wahoo until a little bit into this lap, so those gauges will start up pretty soon here. But this is about 100-man men's Cat 3 field rolling through downtown Tulsa, Oklahoma. I did not start in good position. My buddy Ellis here in the black skin suit to our left, and I started pretty much last place in this crit, so there was a lot of moving up to be done. I'm going to run through just the first lap so you can see the full course, and then we'll start jumping ahead into the race, the highlights reel. But this is, you maybe call it an hourglass shape. It's two 4-corner crits put together at one of the corners, so it's an 8-corner crit, mostly right-hand turns, but 2 left-hand turns in here. It's mostly flat. There are a couple rises and falls on the course, but it's at decently high enough speed that they're really not that consequential. Here we are coming into the start and finish straight of the first lap. So it's a slight rise to the finish line, and we'll go ahead and start jumping ahead into the race. The level here is high. I mean, it's a national level race, but the level of pack skills and fitness, it definitely has a lot of variance between the top and bottom of the field. There are guys that are super used to handling their bikes at speed in tight corners and in big packs, and then there are guys that it doesn't look like they have a ton of experience in fields this big. So you do have to watch out. You see my teammate Nick right here in the green shorts, the Phenom kit from last year. And a lot of the time I pinpoint him or a couple other guys to sit on their wheels just because I know that I can rely on them to make predictable and smart moves in the pack. The guy who won the race is from Fort Worth, but races with me up in Richardson and Dallas area. And this is his first year racing, but he's super strong with a triathlon and a running background. He won the race by like 30 seconds. He solo breakawayed the entire field, held about a 30-second gap. And yeah, he's super strong, but there also just wasn't any real pack coordination to chase him down. You see this Omnia guy here, he must have unclipped or something. You can hear him being unsatisfied with his current situation. I moved up a lot on this start-finish straight on the right-hand side. Sometimes the pack swelled all the way across, but most of the time it seemed to line out on the left side of the barriers. And you can make up a decent amount of places up that front straight. Here I am being social, saying what's up to my boy Mateus. Another hitter from the Richardson crit.
What's up, Mateus?
And then I come up by Ant, homie down in Austin on Faction. Some interesting choices here, like throwing a bottle that was in your cage in a flat crit. I wouldn't recommend doing that. We're not pros. No one wants the bottles as souvenirs. Don't throw a bottle onto the ground right in front of someone else in a crit. Easy way to cause a pileup. This guy comes across Nick. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know if he's throwing something or he's waving, but when we're moving at these speeds, this many guys around, just try and roll a little safer, especially if it's, you know, unnecessary stuff. Once again, this is what I was talking about, making up a bunch of spaces on the right-hand side. I moved up right there and then immediately heard a crash on my left-hand side behind me. You can see Mateus shaking his head. He heard it as well. Thing is, don't look back, keep going, keep rolling. Once again, leading into the front stretch, taking that right-hand side, making up, again, another few more spaces, getting right up on Nick's wheel before we go through this corner. This may be the one time I put my wheel in a space that I probably shouldn't have. It's a little tucked on the inside of this corner. Nothing bad came out of it, but if you cut it a little harder, it could have been day over for me. And here we are running into that same corner. And you can see coming around this one, I find myself pretty near the front, which isn't where I wanted to be. The good thing about Tulsa is, if you don't want to be at the front, it won't take long for people to come around you. So here I am getting sheltered once again. Now this right here is probably my luckiest moment of the day, rolling into this corner, and you see that guy go right down. A whole lot of people got caught up behind that. A few went into the barriers. Ellis didn't get out, my buddy James didn't get out, Turner didn't get out, so that was race day over for all of them. Luckily, I made it right around. You can see right there, that's why the marshals are pushing us aside next lap, because they still had people on the ground and cleaning up the barriers. About to come into this corner and dust my knuckles on Phil's hip a little bit. Everyone stays up, he gives a little wave for the camera, we keep rolling. Alright, it looks like we are either 2 or 3 laps to go, and I am trying to, once again, make up spaces on that right-hand side. Surprising how much space was left open on that side just consistently. Yeah, you get a little pinch going into that corner, but it definitely does not cancel out all the space I made up. And here we are leading into the last lap. Mateus is making up positions, grabbing a drink. I'm sitting right on his wheel because I know he knows where to place himself in crit. This is obviously still less than ideal position for last lap. I should be a few more up, so I do move it up a touch. Come in to slide through this corner a little bit higher in position. Alright, 3 corners to go. We got this left-hander. You see a guy slide out from Mike's bikes right ahead. Coming into 2 corners to go. The pace is pretty high. Guys are jostling for position. Alright, last corner to go. I take the inside line, which normally would be good, but this time it doesn't really give me too much of a draft, but I sprint for minor positions, catch up to a few guys, and end up coming through 12th on the day. I'm pretty happy with how the race turned out, especially considering my starting position and how high the level is of this field. We have 2 more races, one on Saturday and one on Sunday. So look forward to those videos coming out within the next couple days.